Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Alpha Central, I'm your host Jack, and today we're taking a look at woke people making fools of themselves. But let's jump right in, right after you subscribe, of course. Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video.
Where is a systemic issue? Where is a law that's in the system? Where's a policy that's in the system of systemic racism in our country?
I don't want to talk anymore.
Amazing defense right here, really showing the man who's the boss in this one.
I feel sorry for all the gay people in Palestine being bombed by Israel.
You're supporting a regime that throws gay people off buildings.
I'm not supporting any regime.
You have a Palestinian flag around your neck.
Yeah.
That left him speechless. How much do you want to bet that he bought himself a new scarf after this video?
No one's gonna marry you, Haranam. Like, you have a beard. No one's gonna date you, Haranam. You have a beard. No one's gonna be your boyfriend, Haranam. You have a beard. You are not a preference to a lot of men. And then I'll get like really feminine men message me, but that's not who I'm attracted to. Hannah, I like really masculine men because I am very soft. I'm so different to what you see like on TV, you know, on TV.
I've never seen you on TV.
I mean, not, but no, generally you'll see, oh, she's strong, she's, you know, what she's talking about is very powerful, whatever people say. But then at home, I'm very quiet, you know, I'm very feminine, I'm very soft. People don't get to see that side of me, you know. But no, it has been difficult. Where I wanted to be married and have kids, I would never be a single mom. That's not what I've ever.
Masculine men don't like masculine women, so maybe you should focus on being more feminine if those are the kind of men you want.
Oh my god, Lady Gaga just followed me. Lady Gaga just followed me! Lady Gaga followed me! Ah! Oh my god, okay, back and glam, people. Best day of my life. What's today? Day 185? It's day 185. Lady Gaga followed me. Okay, let's do makeup. Okay, team, go. Love ya, love ya, love.
A celebrity following you doesn't mean you've made it. It just means they clicked a button. Get over yourself.
Does God love me?
Yeah, God loves you.
Then that's all that matters.
Baby!
Well, listen, if your parents love you, but you make a decision to go do something illegal and you get thrown in jail, it doesn't matter if they love you or not, you're still in jail. So if God loves you, but you do something that separates you eternally from him, it doesn't matter that he loved you because you chose to do something that eternally separated you from him. So yes, God loves you, but just because you're loved by God doesn't mean you're going to heaven.
But your shoes are...
God might love you, but that doesn't mean everyone else has to put up with your nonsense.
A man can have a kid.
How?
Transgender. Your gender changes. You can have a kid. Google. Get out of my face. I'm not a transgender. I'm a bitch.
Sure, right after pigs start flying and cows start singing opera. We're really quite stretching reality right now.
These are the beliefs, the four no's. No with men, no giving birth, no dating men, no marriage with men.
This is a nun.
It's idiots, what it is. This is the funniest thing in the world. A bunch of Christian Bible-thumping conservatives told a bunch of OF, hey, we want you to stop being OF. In response to this, by taking away what they perceive as their right to abort, they're saying that they're going to immediately stop being. I think it's hilarious in every way conceivable, funny. They're basically playing into exactly what was requested of them, right?
What's wrong with that?
Congratulations, you protested by doing exactly what you were told not to do.
You don't have balls. I have huge. Where's your proof? They're right in my pants, and I don't whip
Show me
mine.
your
I'm not
proof.
gonna. You want to see my? So, sir, you just came here and asked me to see my.
Show me the proof.
We have you on camera, sir. That you just came here unapproached and is asking to see my naked. Tell you, do you realize?
Well, I guess you don't have balls then.
Because I don't want to expose myself and show you.
Yeah, that's what you are. You don't want to expose yourself and tell the truth.
Wait, why am I not? I don't want to show you my testicles.
No, you're the dumb one.
How am I the dumb one?
Because you're not getting anything I'm saying.
Because you just asked to see my testicles, correct?
Because you're a piece of shit.
So that's why you want to see my.
Yeah.
Because I'm a piece of shit. You want to see my testicles?
I want you to show the truth. Do you have balls?
Yes, I do. They're right here.
I don't see them.
You can kind of see how they're.
Oh, really?
See how they're.
Are you getting a zoom in on that? Look at this retard out here showing off his bulge.
You
I just got him to do
it.
that.
You asked to see this.
You're trying to get my goat? I just got you to show everyone your bulge.
I show everybody my bulge every day. They're very large. What do you
Good
mean?
for you, dumbass.
How am I dumb?
Because you are.
And you think you're smart by sitting here begging a man to show him your noodles?
I think you're a piece of shit.
Why is that?
Because you are. Trickling down like that down your pants.
Why? What is the deal with my penis and ejaculation? What's going on, dude?
You're a piece of shit.
What's going on?
This guy might as well come out of the closet and stop pretending instead of embarrassing himself on camera.
It's agreeing with the business case of the airlines in terms of obesity.
That's greed, Lynn, and that's just greed.
Okay.
Well,
More
you
money.
know what? Perfect
Yeah.
example of greed, Sweet Pea, because you weigh 25 stone. Actually.
Maybe try blaming those supersized meals instead of the seat size.
I was just walking down the street to go get my medication because I'm out and I need it for today. And I saw a woman walking her 2 kids, and she had this look on her face. And I looked at her, we made eye contact, we both kind of nodded. Like we were both just devastated. And you could just tell in her eyes. I can't believe this country did this again. Why did I let myself have hope?
Seeing the meltdown after Trump wins is like watching a toddler throw a tantrum, but it's just louder and way less cute. Did she mean the zoo instead? Because that outfit definitely belongs in the zoo, not in the classroom.
Doesn't make sense.
If you're only into religion when it's convenient for you, maybe it's time to stop calling yourself faithful or religious.
Are trans women women?
Yes,
Why are they women?
because they want to be. I think that people can do whatever they want to be. People can be whatever they want to be.
Does that make it true though?
I think in the terms of being trans, yes, it does.
If trans women are women, then what is a woman?
I think a woman is someone who feels like a woman.
What does a woman feel like?
Well, I don't think you would know. I know
you
that
know
I feel like a woman.
Because you are a woman.
Yes, exactly. You wouldn't know what it feels like to be a woman.
But how would a trans woman know what it feels like to be a woman?
Because they wouldn't feel like you, they would feel like me. You can't understand the difference unless you
But
are.
how would a biological man that identifies as a woman know that they are a woman?
Because they would feel like a woman.
What does feeling like a woman feel like?
They would feel like they're in the wrong body. They wouldn't feel like they wouldn't feel correct in who they are.
But if they feel like they're in the wrong body, does that mean that they are a woman?
If they feel like they would be better suited to a female body, then yes.
You can believe whatever you want, but biology doesn't bend for anyone's feelings.
Why is everybody saying Gen Z is gonna get drafted? Like, no, not. And you know why I know that? Because we're just gonna say no. Like, how are they gonna actually force us to get up and go to war? We have things to do nowadays. We have twerk, be bisexual, and we're also like really mentally ill. I have like 6 of these. What makes you think I'm qualified to have a gun? Like, within 600 feet of anybody, including myself. And finally, like, guns are like so tacky. Like, can you imagine just like pulling up with a gun? Like, that is so embarrassing.
Well, he does have a point. If we're going to be drafting men like him, we won't even need any enemies in the first place.
And just when you think that you thought you've heard everything, there's this.
Hi, I'm Jeffrey. I get compared to Jesus a lot on this channel and many others.
Yeah, and with that, have a good rest of your day.
Whoever is comparing this man to Jesus really needs to get their brain checked out, multiple times perhaps.
Can a man become a woman?
No.
No?
No.
What about a transgender?
If you want to become a lady but you're a man, you have something wrong in your mind. Something wrong in your family, something wrong in you.
What about if someone was non-binary?
Come again?
Non-binary? You know, like non...
He's saying we have never seen things like those. For a man, he has a... For a woman, he has a vagina. So we know this is a lady, this is a man.
What if it's a woman with a penis?
Both?
Is that... People are laughing.
These guys don't have all the fancy technology and crap that we have, but they still know what makes sense and what doesn't.
What did we give you?
See, I mean,
Hold it, did you just pull up and start eating the Constitution?
I'm hungry. I didn't really know this was the Constitution. I was just hungry.
Like, you know, I know...
Also, this part's not even the Constitution. They do have a panda express cover.
Bro, are you really that hungry, or are you just trying to get a taste of your rights?
I think we severely underestimated the amount of women around us who will never be able to stop seeking the approval and validation of the white men around them. And y'all really exposed yourself with the results of this election. These white women who voted against our interests, these are the women that we went to high school with, that we were best friends with in college, that we played sports with our whole lives. But they chose to listen to their dads. They chose to listen to their boyfriends or their husbands. They chose to put the interests of the white men around them in their lives above the interests of women, above the interests of minorities, above the interests of oppressed people. I will never be able to wrap my mind around that. How you can be a highly educated woman, see how women around you are being treated, see how minorities around you are being treated, and still choose to value the opinion of the white men around you the most and vote for their interests. One of the most important women in my life married a rich white man, and she chose to vote for his interests instead of the interests of her 3 daughters. The silence from all of these women right now who could not bring themselves to vote for Harris, to vote for another woman in this election, is shameful, and we will not forget.
So if they don't vote your way, it's all about validation?
If Jesus were giving his sermon today, he might also have said, "Blessed are those who end pregnancies, for they will..."
Shut up! You can't just twist a whole religion to fit your personal agenda. Nice try, though.
Can you define what a woman is?
A woman is a person who says she is. And let me just tell you one story about this, because when I was a child...
No, you're not going to tell me a story. We're not doing that right now. It's not story time.
Yeah, it is story time, because when I was a child, I was
No, it's not. I'm going to reclaim my
boy.
time. Be quiet. I'm going to reclaim my time right now. Biological women are real women. A guy born as a man who wants to pretend to be a woman and put him and his big Jim and the twins in the locker room with under girls, or his little Jim and twins, by the way, is disgusting. I have a daughter. She turned 14 last year. I took her to a store called Aerie for her birthday. We went shopping for an hour in downtown Charleston, South Carolina. She was taken to her dressing room by a biological male in a miniskirt and a lace bralette. It is disgusting. I have no idea if that man was over 18 or under 18. It is absolutely disgusting that we're redefining what women are and allowing men into women's private spaces.
The dictionary is a real thing. If you want to know what a woman is, then you can look it up in there.
Believe in God.
I don't think he does either.
Don't believe in God?
No,
Christian. Good on you, man.
Sorry.
Oh, wow. You guys not together, or?
No, I've just met him. I assumed he doesn't.
You guys going home?
I'm disgusted.
That's all right.
Believing in God grosses her out, while she probably believes in astrology and healing crystals herself.
I now identify as a black man. Am I a black man?
Why are you conflating race with gender, Pierce?
I'm just asking you a question, Ernest.
That's intellectually dishonest.
If I identify...
That's intellectually dishonest.
Maybe, but it's a question you don't want to answer, isn't it? If self-identity is limitless...
Because
I'm
race is
now a
not
black
the same
man
as gender.
called Ernest.
Because race is not the same as gender.
Am I a black man if I say I'm a black man?
No, because
Okay.
you're a white man, because
Thank you.
it's race.
So you don't
because race
respect
is not
my
the same as
rights
gender.
to identify as a black man, do you? Do you think it's ridiculous?
You can identify as a black man. You can identify as a black man, Pierce, but I know you lean on white privilege more than anything else.
Okay,
But
just
you
to be
wouldn't
clear,
if you wanted to.
you wouldn't respect my
So don't
rights
even
to
be
identify as a...
intellectually
You don't respect my rights to identify as a black man. In fact, you think it's ridiculous, don't you, Ernest?
You could, Pierce, you could if you wanted to. And
Yeah,
the reality is
would
that
you
in
respect
society,
me,
a white
Ernest?
man like you
Would you
can
respect
identify
me?
as black
Would you
and
respect
not,
me
and not
and
be
refer to
harmed
me as
in
a
the
black
same way
man?
that a transgender person would.
Would you respect me and refer to me
Say
as
it
a black
again?
man?
No.
Thank you, Ernest. Okay.
Funny how they have no answers when you hit them with the same rhetoric they use themselves. Absolutely hilarious. They're out here screaming at the beach like the sand is gonna hand them a recount. Newsflash, the election results don't care about your tantrum.
So I don't think we should have to share bathrooms with MAGAs. So I think we need to have blue and red bathrooms instead of male and female, because I don't want to have my urination piece disrupted by some MAGA idiot next to me. So let's make that happen.
Next thing you know, we'll have separate air for people who don't agree with her. Ridiculous.
I found out today that somebody that I work with is a conservative, and he's somebody who's really intelligent, and he's somebody who works in climate tech as a super smart guy, somebody I would never have thought was conservative, and apparently he is. And it's surprising, and it's disgusting. But what's most surprising to me is the level of sudden hatred that I have for him. Sudden hatred for this man who I used to respect suddenly just went boop, and I hate him now. It's not about politics, it's about morals. And if you are not a person of morals and you are educated enough to know better, I think I hate you. I know we still have to get through life with these people. Like, at the end of the day, I still work with this man, but I'm not gonna hate him. I'm sorry, I'm gonna now, and that's just how it is. And tolerant, take a hike, because when it comes down to morals and ethics and giving a other human beings, if you're smart enough to know better, you're educated enough to know better, you are exposed enough to other people in the world to know better, and you're still okay with electing evil, I'm not okay with you.
Well, well, looks like we have the ethics professor here. Better start taking notes.
You know, it's crazy. There was I'm not going to mention her name, but there was a trans woman yesterday who loved me so much. She, I'm not going to say who, but she put hormone pills in my bag. I know that's like, but that shows how much someone loves you. She put hormone pills in my bag, said, I love you, just please, you know, if that, she said, just make it short, but like, that was so beautiful. Just, I love you, we're in this together, you know. So, you know, I don't know where to take them yet, but it's sitting there and I'm like, oh my God, I got like, but, when I get a base, I'm gonna talk to the doctor, and be like, I've got hormones, can I have tests? Because I've got a small amount of pills that I've got given, and it's just like, that shows how much someone cares about you. If when they're trans, like they want you to be like, you know, I want you to have this, you know. I'm not gonna mention their name because, you know, I wouldn't recommend giving your medicine to other people, but it just shows like the caringness that someone would actually do that for me. You get me?
That's crazy, because if someone slipped hormone pills in my bag, I'd be throwing hands for sure.
I'm about to watch a vegan movie with my vegan dad. Say hi, Dad.
I am not your dad. I am not watching a vegan movie, and your father left us when you were 12. What are you talking about?
Geesh, he's gonna be eating that burn for dinner tonight.
Like, I want to ask you, like, do you feel pain?
Yeah, I feel pain. I think that I process pain differently.
What led to the tongue split?
That was like a whole another thing in its own. And then I couldn't eat for 7 days. So I had to literally use a syringe, pull water out, and shoot it to the back of my throat. And even then, like, it wasn't enough. When I tell you I was so thirsty and so hungry, like, that was probably the worst part. But
so, as you can see, this is how she looked like before.
For the tattoos and the piercings.
Oh
on the
gosh,
face.
the things people.
That doesn't even classify as a face anymore. Just a bunch of metal hanging on for dear life.
Oh my God, are you alright? What's the matter? Do you need help? How long have you been here?
32 hours.
Why?
Just stop oil.
What?
Just stop oil!
Damn, I'm sure the oil companies are scrambling to stop operations after seeing this.
Eggs like really animal slaughter? Because the eggs, like...
That's a really good question. So in... Yeah, do you have an issue with that?
Yeah, you're not supposed to be a felon, are you? That's bad, isn't it?
Did you know that Martin Luther King Jr. was a criminal, and Gandhi, and some of the most important people throughout history?
When those people weren't allowed to voice their opinions because of the colour of skin. Things have changed now.
Why can't people voice their opinions to stop animal abuse?
Because you can't get out and be naked and go on the street. That's not allowed.
Why is that not allowed?
Because it's inappropriate and there's kids around.
And
there's
what
people
law
who don't
does it
want to see
break?
that. Public indecency.
I haven't been charged for public
What have you
indecency.
been charged for?
I've been charged for disorderly conduct and trespass.
Exactly. Going on someone else's property. You're not allowed to do that.
Talk about hypocrisy, accusing slaughterhouses for being illegal while she's got her own record of breaking the law.
All I have to say is good luck getting laid. Especially in Florida. Because me and my girlies are participating in the 4B movement. That's my next plan. And I'm dead serious.
The only thing you're doing is letting men keep their peace and their paychecks.
Don't you hate it when your are sticking out of your panties just a little bit? And it doesn't hurt that bad right now, but you know if you just keep going the way it is, it's gonna start chafing and just hurting worse. Why did God do this to women?
I'm pretty sure if that's happening to you, then you're a biological man. No other way around it.
Here it is in all its splendor. We're going to begin at $800,000, at $800,000, $850,000 now, 850, 900,000. Thank you, sir. 950 is with Ottilie Mid. 1 million is with me already. Fair warning, at $5,200,000. Jen, the Catalan is yours. Congratulations. Thank you very much indeed. Paddle number 17. Thank you very much indeed. Congratulations.
有请孙雨晨先生。不仅仅是一象征性的行为，今天的现场我们也非常荣幸能够与各位嘉宾和媒体朋友们共同见证这个充满创意与象征意义的美好瞬间。
比别的香蕉好吃多了，确实不错。
A banana for $6.2 million? He definitely has more money than he has common sense.
A ritual. He's doing a ritual on the poster.
We need to freeze.
Yeah.
Man, why you gotta be like that?
What's your name? Like, what's your name?
Chill, dog.
Whoa. Hey, let's not do that. Drop it. Drop it. Get out of here.
I don't know why you gotta be like that, dog.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We got him.
That's a hit.
Yes, bro.
That ain't ladylike.
Not ladylike at all. Come assault me again.
Bro, she's a woman, bro. Come on now. That's the patriarchy you're working.
That was great.
Yeah, who are you? All right. Can somebody call the police?
Yeah.
Are you gonna press charges?
Yeah, she's already on the phone.
Yeah.
Oh, we are definitely gonna press charges.
Beautiful.
And that's where I got it. I wanna watch that. I gotta see this. What the
It's a good transition from the baseball players.
Yeah, no.
That's crazy. Did you get the whole thing on camera?
Yeah.
This is how you know you're on the right side, you know what I mean?
If someone put their hands on me like that, then they definitely wouldn't be walking away that easily.
I am genderqueer, transmasc, and queer.
What's transmasc?
Transmasc is like people under the non-binary umbrella at identifying like or presenting masc.
Masculine?
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm trans and my sexuality is unlabeled. I use he, him pronouns.
Yeah, and I use he, they pronouns.
Fluid.
Fluid. Can you explain what that means to me a little bit more?
Whatever turns you on.
Pronouns.
She, her, it. I feel like honestly, it should not be a bad thing. Like I've talked to people who go with they and them. I'm like, well, in the grammar of things, how would you want to represent yourself? I was like, I mean, I guess it, because it's like you're it, you're the it. Like it shouldn't be a bad name. It should just be owned.
Gay. Yes. Yes, I love.
Identify as he, she, her.
Oh.
They.
She. I guess you could call me gay. I'm homo-flexible, really. I do like some women, but mostly men.
At this point, they're just making up words.
I won't change your little town. Your own children will. Your children will see us. Your children will love us. And your children will join us.
They seem to be a little too obsessed over the children. It's kinda concerning.
Okay, this is not art. This is ridiculousness, an oversized scarf with nails, dipping it into ink. And for all of you who say, it's art, it's just art because everything's art. Bullshit.
This is quite literally the same thing as someone spilling juice on a canvas and claiming it's a modern masterpiece. How stupid can you be?
Hi, my name is Erin. I use she, her pronouns, and I am this.
Even the cat didn't want to deal with any of that crap.
If they believe in astrology, bro, big red flag. What are you? What's your horoscope? What are you? You're Virgo, Scorpio, Capricorn? Oh, we don't align together.
Cancer, and what are you?
Gemini.
Gemini. So Cancer and Gemini, we have a good relationship according to astrology. So if I went on a date with this guy, I would make out with him hard, man.
Well, thank God that I'm not a Gemini.
Plan to go bigger.
My shell is maxed out right now, so right now it's to its max.
Is there going to be any other parts accentuated, like maybe some delts or something?
I've already worked on the other end.
So BBL route?
Because otherwise, it's like I'm my own teeter-totter. So like I have to kind of balance out.
How much weight is on your chest?
About 52 to 54 pounds for both of them.
Does that hurt? It has to. Come on. Your back muscles must be some of the most impressive, more than Michael Hearn.
This is just seeming like a mental illness, because who in their right mind would think that this is okay?
I'm Nikki B, and these are cool things I can fit under my belly fat. A size 11 retro. My laundry basket. The fan I used to sleep at night with. My laptop. My scale I never weigh myself with. Get in there. Ooh. And yo, mother trash opinions about my weight. Don't do that.
Whatever makes you feel better about being that size.
What they achieving?
Well, what they're saying is they want maximum disruption to stop the government extracting oil and gas.
Yeah, but that's cooking oil.
Seems like people don't know their different types of oil that well. Well, maybe it isn't too late to look outside the country for love.
Overweight single mom who lives with her parents wants man who makes $5 million a year to marry her under a prenuptial agreement that he doesn't have access to the wealth in a trust that she doesn't know the rules of or how much is in it. Does that summarize it?
Yeah, but you know, I get it. I'm overweight.
That's not the key and point. What I'm looking at is the idea versus the reality of the thing.
I think what he's just trying to say, it's a bit not realistic. I mean, $5 million a
That's
year.
why, and I keep saying that these are my standards right now. It can change when I meet the right man. God doesn't know what he's gonna put for me.
Why would God send a man with $5 million to suffer?
Like $1 million is basically nothing right now.
What are you talking? $1 million
That's a lot.
An astronomical amount of money
think
for
about
basically anybody.
I'm thinking about taxes. So basically, if you buy a house, it's like the minimum in Jersey for a house right now is $500,000. If you have a mortgage, basically pay like $36,000 to $50,000 a
Yeah,
month.
and that's financed over a 30-year fixed rate. So your mortgage per month is
interest.
around $4,900.
Yeah, and then also like grocery prices are very high now too.
For a frame of reference, this is $10,000 times 5. That's what you're what you're actually requesting.
Damn, bro, why you gotta do that?
$10,000, $1,000 bills times 5 per year. Like, that is an astronomical number.
She might need to be re-educated in finance because $1 million is enough, and to ask for anything around that number or more than that is just crazy.
I'm not saying go full Hooters, but find the happy medium between Applebee's and your dad didn't stick around. All right? You all know how to get a free drink. Okay? And I know, listen, I know a lot of ugly women, feminists, don't want to hear this message. But just tease him a little bit. Make a farmer feel like he's got a shot.
Make a farmer feel like he's got a shot. I need to get that quote as my wallpaper.
What would you do if I walked into your house?
That's not a demon, that's a full-on alien right there.
I'm sorry.
This guy right here! Get a picture! Bulger! This guy right here! Get your picture! This guy right here! This guy right here! Joey!
I'm sorry. Well, fall back! We stay back! Fall back! We will fall back!
Imagine trying to act all big and tough and then sitting there pointing when one of you gets rocked. We all know what type of people these are. Shout at the world instead of doing anything productive.
What's up, y'all? We're at Kent State Pride. We got some cool flags behind us. We got this one. I don't know what that one is. That one's quite big. I don't know what this one is, but it's got a cool colorway. You got this one for Sacramento Kings fans. I love that one. Start firing. Oh, you got this one, Laker fans. And then you got a new gen. This is a new gen one. This one's new. And then you got this one. You got cool colors. It's a whole lot of confusion, but we're all here for the same cause.
There are only 2 genders, everybody. Man or female. There are only 2 genders.
I know there's a lot of confusion going around. Show the people.
There's only 2 genders. Come on, folks. You're either born a biological man or a biological woman. There's no in between. Let's go. Let's get it, baby. Come on, man. That's too easy.
Man gets kicked out of an LGBTQ conference for saying that there are only 2 genders? Guess common sense is considered a hate crime. You guys have made it to the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe to prove you're an alpha. And remember, according to YouTube, the best way to help the channel in the algorithm is to watch another one of my videos right after this video. So if you like this video, you should watch another one. Till next time.